Good morning. It's like dark 30 out here. Okay, that's not true. It's like 9 o'clock, but we've been up since 7 o'clock, and for us that's pretty dang early. We're not very early morning sailors. But we were getting ready to leave Victoria. We've got the boat all buttoned down and ready to go. It's just buttoned down as we can get. I'm going to go over the chart a little bit and show you where we're headed. So we are here in Victoria Harbor. And our plan this morning is to head out the Strait of Juan de Fuca. We're expecting some kind of heavy winds in through the East Strait, Central Strait region, 15 to 25. It's nothing unmanageable. Could get some pretty steep chop from the waves kicking up though. So it might be a little uncomfortable, but we'll see. As we get out towards the West Strait this evening, it should start to calm down, which will be nice. If we do get too tired or decide we want to pull in, we've got plenty of options. We can go into Beachy, Sook, Owen Point, and possibly some other places if we look in our book and find other places to tuck in out of the way if we want to. Our hopeful plan is to hit the strait late this evening, sail through the night, which sounds like we might have southeast winds, which would be awesome for sailing up the coast. We're going into Tofino. That'll probably be our first stop if all goes as planned, and then we hope to spend quite a number of days playing around here, going up to Hot Springs Cove, up into Shelter Inlet. So we've seen some cool things up there on our guidebooks, and then anywhere else we find that will look interesting. So with that, got a reef in our main, and the jib set up there, and it's doing us pretty good. We're doing 4.5 to 6 knots, depending. I got joker steering, so it's a little, not quite as efficient. He tends to speed us up and slow us down as he turns. That's all coupled up under T. Air's finally up and out of bed. Our Dodger's doing us well. We've got quite a bit of spray out of the harbor into the boat in the bow, so that was very pleasant to see it go splat on our new windows instead of on us. Mira's practicing her balance, hitting her sea legs. Hannah's practicing her balance, laying down in bed.
There have been some live exercises going on here in a Navy zone. There's some live fire the last few days. Today they're just using blanks, but we're going to be very clear of that area anyway. So we're heading south, and as soon as we clear the restricted zone and get away south of Race Cross where the wind and the current is
I need to add new cockpit drains. Now I've discovered where. I could really use one in that corner. It's getting all of our feet very, very wet. We have one cockpit drain in the back. Pretty good sized one that goes straight through, so it drains fast. We got one up here in this corner. But we don't have one in that corner. Now my feet are sopping. It's kind of fun though. Sit here and watch it as it tries to get to the back. Every once in a while we hit a couple good steep waves and we'll slop some out of our back drain. Almost like a game watching it, betting if it's going to make it.
Well, good evening. Here we are in beautiful Suck Harbor. With the nice sausages tonight. And a marina with mostly fishing boats. Pleasant evening though. Winds died down, nice and warm. Out but going down. So why are we here, you ask? Because it was too rough in the street? No, actually it was getting much nicer out there. And we were all settled in to sail all night long, and it was going to be great. We were feeling pretty good until I looked up and saw that, which isn't so good. And when I went up there and checked it out, the fitting for the spreader to the mast is broken on one side. They're hinged spreaders, which don't seem to stay put as well as fixed spreaders. But part of the hinge broke. So we pulled into Sook. Didn't set us back too far, which was good. And we found somebody that told us where aluminum welding shop is. So hopefully get it fixed up early in the morning and be on our way. But I guess we'll find out tomorrow. Well, some people say sailing is just fixing boats in exotic locations. Some people say that's not true. I don't know whether it's true or not, but I know I'm fixing my boat. It's a pretty nice location. From up here, we got a pretty good view around. This is what we're looking at here. We got this hinged spreader thing, but this end here is broken. So we're going to have to take it apart, which means we have to take these two bolts out, which unfortunately goes from one side to the other and holds both spreaders on. So that could be tricky. But anyway, that little sailboat over there going by. Okay, time to get busy.